Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Wednesday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. I've still got this, I don't know what it is now. It's a cough. It's not fun. But I'm getting a little better. But hope everyone's doing well. Sorry, just lost my train of thought. I wanted to also, firstly, before I get into what I'm going to talk about today, remind you of my contest going on, celebrating my 4-year anniversary. Show 4 of your favorite bands showing their 4th studio album. Talk a little bit about each album and try to keep it under 8 minutes for a chance to win a $40 Amazon gift card. For those of you that don't have an exclusive collection, show 4 of your favorite bands and just talk about them. And enter to win. You've got until November 21st to do so. So I look forward to everyone's entry. Today I wanted to do not a individual album ranking. I just wanted to rank the studio albums of this fine artist. One of my favorites. It's a short career, unfortunately. And when I say rank, I'm not saying that one is better than the other in this particular instance, because all these albums are excellent. But we are talking about Mr. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. This is his debut album, Texas Flood. This was my introduction to Stevie. It's on the Epic label. Remarkable stuff. I've got 5 out of the 6 studio albums, but I'll still talk about the one album that I don't have and show you a picture of it. So Stevie Ray Vaughan, excellent blues guitarist, and fronting one of the greatest blues bands, Double Trouble, featuring Tommy Shannon on bass, who played with Johnny Winter at Woodstock, and Chris Layton on drums, who now plays with Kenny Wayne Shepherd, another fine blues artist. Later, Double Trouble added a keyboardist, Reese Winan, who's played with bands like Allman Brothers and Captain Beyond and so many great artists. Stevie, one of the greatest guitarists of all time, in my opinion, for sure. He brought the blues to the forefront, bringing into modern times, as blues was a traditional, older market. This was a modern look at blues in his blistering style of guitar playing. His younger brother of Jimmy Vaughan, who fronted the Fabulous Thunderbirds, another fine guitarist as well. I was fortunate to see Stevie in Toronto, featuring Jeff Healey, who opened, Jeff Beck in the middle of the pack. It just blew me away. And of course, Stevie Ray Vaughan finished the concert. An amazing concert. I wish I could bring it back and try to remember most of it. It's a long time ago. But that was one of my fine memories of concert going, as well as just seeing him. Over the years, he struggled, as most artists do, with drugs, divorce, but he was on the mend. He was clearing up. He went through rehab, put out a new album, and he was on the up and up. And then, unfortunately, he passed away and was killed in a helicopter crash after a concert in 1990. Only 35 years old. Imagine what he could have done if he's still around today. Like a Jimi Hendrix. Imagine after he was only 27. Imagine what he could have done. All these great artists we lose so early in life. Just in the U.S. alone, he sold over 15 million albums. Rolling Stones ranked him as one of the top 20 guitarists of all time. And he was inducted posthumously into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, along with Double Trouble in 2015. Only 5 studio albums released during his life, between 1983 and 1990, and then a posthumous release in 1991, This Guy Is Crying. Again, I'll be showing 5 out of the 6 albums. I'll show a picture of the 6th one that I don't have, that I still want to get, but I'll get it one day for sure. And again, when I'm ranking these, doesn't mean I like one over the other. They're all great, but something has to be least, something has to be best. So here you go. At number 6, The only one I don't have in my collection, Family Style. It's a collaboration with his brother Jimmy, released in 1990. Um, it's cool that they recorded together. I think they wanted to do that for the longest time, and it was cool that they were able to do so. It's a decent album. Two great guitarists. It's a fun album as well. Really enjoyable. Some great harmony, some great playing, of course. Maybe too polished, in my opinion. Maybe not as raw as Stevie's solo stuff. But if I remember, Fabulous Thunderbirds were a polished sounding band as well. TikTok was a minor hit. Telephone Song was a highlight off the album for sure. It was a great, good, fun album. Good, fun album. I'll get it one day. I know I can get it off of Amazon. I haven't seen it in the wild any, but I'll get it one day for sure. At number 5, again, the album that was released after Stevie's death in 1991, The Sky is Crying. I don't like that picture of him on the back. I don't think it's a great picture of him. But it was 10 previously unreleased tracks. And that's why this is so hard to rank, because this is a fantastic album. In Your Face Boot Hill starts it all off. And The Amazing Sky is Crying, classic blues track. You got The Sky is Crying, Empty Arms, Little Wing, Hendrix cover, amazing. Wham, May I Have a Talk with You, Close to You is so good. Chili Con Carne is such a different sounding song. And it ends with a cool acoustic track, Life by the Drop. You don't hear a lot of acoustic from Stevie, but yeah, fantastic album. If you can't find it, if you want to get it and pick it up, it's a great, great album. The rest of these come from this amazing box set. And not only the studio albums, but look at all the live albums you get in here. Like, wow. This is, especially El Macambo in Toronto, the concert from Stevie in there, just regardless. Remarkable. Excuse me. At number 5, 1991. Sorry, I just did that. Number 5. At number 4, sorry. Soul to Soul. 1985 release. The first to feature Reese Winan. It's in the background there. Again, on that Epic label. I like what they did with the labels on here. They kind of darken them up a little bit. Really nice looking. There's some sax playing in here as well. The keyboards add a different sound, obviously, to the band. Say What, an excellent opener. The lead work on it is so smooth and bluesy at the same time. Look at Little Sister. It's a funky piano-led track. You got slow and bluesy, Ain't Gonna Give Up on Love. Change It, one of my favorites off the album. The Beautiful Life Without You finishes the album. And that's what he did, a lot of instrumentals to finish off his albums, which I really, really like. But fantastic, fantastic album at number 4, Soul to Soul. At number 3, In Step. Okay. Still a 4-piece band at this time. Yeah, In Step. This was, when was this released? I'm sorry, I didn't put that on there. This was 3 months, sorry, it took 3 years to prepare himself to do this album, because he was going through drug rehab, he was going through a divorce. It's the first album that he put together. But I think he needed that break. And this is a triumphant return, considering the alternative. It could have gone south. It's a rockin' album for sure, and it's fresh and regenerated, and starts off with The House is Rockin', just in your face. Crossfire, a big hit off the album. Tightrope, one of my favorites. Leave My Girl Alone and Love My Darling are highlights off the album. And again, ending with the beautiful instrumental Riviera Paradise. Again, another instrumental to finish an album. It's kind of his trademark, maybe. I don't know whether it's intentional or whether he just does that. But I love the photo on that one as well. At number 2, this is getting into the meat and potatoes for sure. Couldn't Stand the Weather. Okay, just Double Trouble there. And again, that same epic logo. Only put together in a few months, this one. So I'll be getting to the debut in a moment, but which took a long time. This one was just bang, 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 bang. But it's a near perfect album. Half the album are covers, but they're done so well. Especially the cover, Jimi Hendrix, Voodoo Child. Slight Return. It's just from the blistering Scuttle Button. Scuttle Button. That's it. Scuttle Button started off the album. The dramatic Couldn't Stand the Weather. Voodoo Child, Slight Return. Cold Shot, MTV hit. Again, Tin Pan Alley is just slow, so slow and bluesy. And I don't think this one ends with a Staying Swang as an instrumental as well, but it's not a slow bluesy one. It's just a cool track. But Couldn't Stand the Weather. Cool looking cover as well. And finally, at number 1, and I kind of gave it away, Texas Flood. Okay. This was my introduction to Stevie. There's a cool picture of him in the back. Yeah, what can you say about that one? 1983 release. Thank you to Jackson Browne. He saw him at the Montreux Music Festival, saw Stevie, and he was really impressed. So he donated demo recording time to Stevie Ray to put this album together. 3 huge singles off the album: Love Struck Baby, Pride and Joy, Texas Flood. Even a nursery rhyme, Mary Had a Little Lamb, which is a cool track. Dirty Pool, Slow and Gritty, I'm Crying. And then a love song to his wife called Lenny to end off the album. Beautifully played. Yeah, remarkable stuff. So again, just because I ranked these, I'll show you the rest of in this box set. I've already shown this one, but you get a great booklet as well. But you got archives in here. I don't know how many tracks are on here, 12. So there's 22 archive tracks in this one. You got live in Austin, Texas. I love Stevie live. Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. This was 1982 and 1985. Okay. Then you've got Legend of the Making, radio broadcast only. Then you've got Carnegie Hall, Live Alive. Okay, so a ton of live stuff in this box set for sure. So again, just because I ranked these in this particular order doesn't mean I like one over the other, but I think when you put these together, you have to do that in order to give them proper ranking. But we lost a true artist, and who knows what would have happened if he was still around with us today. And I wish he was. I was so fortunate to see him, and I still enjoy his music. It never gets old. So there you have it, guys. Check out Stevie Ray Vaughan if you don't know him. I'm sure you all do, because you guys are super knowledgeable. But have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.